What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we're gonna be going over all the best banners in Grand Cross global history. In this video, we're just gonna be looking at the banners. I'm gonna be telling you guys which banner I think is the very best banner we've ever had, and also some of the older banners that I think were really good. And yeah, it's kind of just like a reminiscence thing for me, but also to see like what the banners had to offer back then versus now and stuff. So yeah, man, with that out of the way, let's hop into the video and go over the banners. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to 30,000 subscribers, guys. We are literally at what is it, 29,000, like 100, almost 200 now. Like, it's insane, man. So if you guys have not hit the subscribe button, definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button. With that out of the way, let's hop in and go over all the best banners in Grand Cross history. Alright, so obviously we gotta start with a bang. The first one being Lostvayne Meliodas, the first ever festival character to release on Grand Cross. This is what the banner looked like. It wasn't anything too crazy, but at the time it was good because it had Blue Demon Meliodas. If you guys don't know, Blue Demon Meli was the main meta in PvP at the time. Green Escanor was still a good character at the time as well, and Tang Dian was still such a good character, and even to this day is still a really good character. And so, you know, this banner was actually not that bad looking at it like at the time, especially with Fraudrin releasing 2. He wasn't like the best unit or anything like that, but he was at the time a well usable character if you had him maxed out and everything. So yeah, Lostvayne and Fraudrin did release with these characters right here. Nothing too crazy, but I think this banner was definitely a good showing for the time. Moving on, we have Goddess Liz's banner. I don't know why it's so blurry, but I think when I got it from the website, that's just the way it came. So Goddess Liz's banner was pretty good too because it came with Goddesses and Lostvayne, so the first rerun of Lostvayne Meliodas. And it also came with the full Pierce team right here. So we had Blue Lilia, Blue Demon Meli, and Green Escanor. It did also have characters like Red Darieri, which at the time was a very, you know, a character that a lot of people desired to get. Green Valenti was a really good pickup too. Blue Eason was a good pickup. Fraudrin did rerun as well, so you know, fairly good banner. I mean, it was a little bit better than the original banner we had here. I think Liz might have been a vote banner. I could be wrong on that. She possibly could have been a vote banner, but this is what the banner looked like, and I think it was pretty good. So yeah, I wouldn't say, like, for the time, I think Lostvayne's was probably better. Or maybe Liz is probably better because Liz, and then you also have like all the Pierce units. The only thing is that just because Liz kind of countered Pierce team at the time, so you know they were kind of like a little bit less valuable. But Darieri was such a good pickup on the banner, man, at the time. So yeah, this is a pretty good banner. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the best, but it was definitely up there. Next banner we have, this one has to be one of the best banners we've ever gotten. So Festival King came out around December of 2020. December of 2020, I think. Yeah, they were dropping fests like crazy on Global at the time. If you guys were playing Grand Cross during his first year on Global, man, we had so many festivals come out like almost back to back. It was really like, I think we got Liz in November, and we also had KOF collab right before her, by the way, and then we literally got King like a month later, so it was pretty insane. But yeah, this is what the banner looked like. It was a vote banner as well, so it had Festival King and Hendrickson rate up, actually rate up, by the way. So we had like a 0.5% for King and 0.5% for Hendrickson. And then Red Lilia was added into the banner, which no one expected, right? Red Lilia out of the blue just completely added to the banner. And then Lostvayne and Goddesses were guaranteed on the banner too. And then we had all of these characters, which were the most popular voted characters, which at the time, I mean, fair play, bro. We had the Pierce team, like before, as well. We had Red Darieri. Green Droll, really good alt seal character at the time. Blue Eason, as I was saying, is very good. Shin was one of the best farmers at the time. So overall, this banner was really good. And even like Hendrickson too, his value too. And this is being the only festival we've ever had that had rate up, like actual rate up. At the time, King was 0.5% rate and Hendrickson was 0.5% rate, so you had a 1% chance to get King or Hendrickson, which was so good at the time, man. I wish they would do more 0.5% rate up banners with other festivals on the banner too, because they did try to finesse us with Hijack Go Through that one time. But yeah, this was such a good banner at the time. Has to be one of the best banners in Grand Cross history, at least on Global, because of just what characters were on it. It's just the problem was at the time is that people were saying to skip King because King as a unit wasn't the greatest, but the rest of the banner itself was really, really good. So yeah, that is the King banner right there. Moving on, we got the 1-year anniversary banner on Global, which at the time, you know, when I say at the time a lot, but we have to like go with the thought process of at the time, so to like compare to now. But yeah, like back then, man, the one Escanor, best unit in the game. Green Arthur, one of the best PvE units in the game. Lost Vein Goddesses rerunning again. Also with Festival King rerunning for his first time ever, with Hendrickson as well rerunning. We had Red Demon Melly, Green Merlin. So like, you know, Green Merlin's a staple pick. Red Zeldris at the time was still pretty good. Green Esper also is still really good to cheese content. Red Escanor obviously not as good as the one. Shin was on the banner too. Blue Droll. So they had some characters here that I think would be very good, but I don't think the one Escanor's banner was the best banner. I think King, honestly, for his time was a lot better than this banner. But this unit right here, like Green Arthur and the one like being released, is a better pair than like King and Hendrickson though. So there's that. But yeah, this was a pretty good banner, man, at the time. Moving on, this is a very special banner. So this is a global exclusive. So for the 1-year Annie, like around the time I think Escanor came out, it's around this time. They did release this banner on Global, which is a global exclusive banner to catch us up to the JP version. So we got Blue Nanashi, Blue Mono, Blue Valenti, Green Easton, Green Danafor Liz, and Blue Derriere all featured on the banner, and these were the only characters featured on the banner, which was insane. I think at the time this was such good value because, you know, the characters were all level 80 automatically, so you didn't have to use SSR pendants as much, right? I think level 90 might have been out at the time, but 80 I think was still one of the higher caps, right? So 80 was out at the time. 6-star awakening for all the characters, and at the end you could pick one of these 6 characters as well for your choice, and only these characters were featured, guys. Only these characters. So if you're summoning on this banner and you got all 6, that's big box CC at the time, man. Such a good banner. And you know, I only remembered it last minute because I remember like, oh, like I remember summoning on this and I got all 6 of them, and it took like a rotation and a half, I think. No, I think it might have took 2 rotations, because I had to go a little bit deeper for Blue Mono, but I got the rest of the banner. It was very nice. Very, very good banner at the time, but not a lot of people summoned because obviously it wasn't a festival banner, but it was really good. Okay, moving on though. We got Purgatory Bonds banner, the 2nd-year anniversary. Pretty good banner because it had all the Archangels. I think this was one of the first banners that had all the Archangels other than Assault Melee banner. I didn't actually put Assault Melee banner on this list because Assault Melee banners was not that crazy. I mean, for its time, it was okay. But a lot of the characters on the banner I didn't think were worth enough compared to, like, you know, this banner, I guess. This banner had Red Derriere at the time, Green Arthur rerun for the first time, like on a banner, I think. Nanashi, Green Shin as well. We have all the Archangels, Blue Chandler, Purgatory Bond being the best unit in the game at the time. The one Escanor still being very competent. They didn't put Goddess Liz here. I think if they put Goddess Liz instead of King, it would probably be like one of the better banners. But yeah, for the festival lineup, it was pretty good. And then also like Mark II Valenci, Awakened Easton, or Awakened Lilia. Pretty good banner, man. But I wouldn't say it's anything close to being one of the best banners in Grand Cross history. But it was up there. And then we have the King banner. We make a big jump here. We went from Festival Purgatory Bond to King. This was last year, around the same time Escanor came out for us this year. Oh, this was last year. So we had Festival Wing King. And his banner was a vote banner at the time. Very, very good. Brunhild, Sigurd, Red Sariel. What do we got here? Ludo. We didn't have Tarmiel on this banner, which is very sad though. We didn't have Blue Tarmiel. Valenti though, Blue Mono. We had Green Merlin. We had this festival lineup was one of the best festival lineups we ever had too, because we had King, the one Escanor, Purgatory Bond, and Fest Merlin. So this for like its time, I think it was a really, really good banner. One of the better banners in the game for sure. I don't know if it would be the best, but it is definitely up there. And then we move on to the next banner, being the Trader Melee banner, which came out only a month later. And then, so this is basically like the type of banner we're going to be getting in only like a week and a bit from now. Alright, this was the New Year's banner last year. So the difference is between last year and this year is that last year Kings was the vote banner, and then Trader Melee was just a banner they just picked the units for themselves. Whereas this year, our end of year is actually going to be vote banner, and then the one Ultimates banner actually was not a vote banner. But we're going to get to the one Ultimates banner when we get to it. But yeah, this was a very, very good banner at the time as well. It had the New Year's characters. Blue Jericho was also given for free too. So if you pulled, you know, Elizabeth and Demon Melee here, it would be a W, because then you could force spawn your Red, Gray, and Halix Demons. And then you also did get Red Gothron here for people that didn't have him 6'6". All the Archangels. You had Chandler on the banner. And then in terms of the festival lineup, it was pretty good too. Cusack and Margaret's first rerun. Very, very good time to pick them up. Hijack Gothra, I think it might have been his first time rerun as well. It either was his first time to rerun, or he might have like been on a banner, but I don't recall though. I think this might have been his first rerun. And then Goddess is his first rerun in like a year, I think. So pretty insane. And then Trader Melly obviously being the first Darkness character in the game, the best character at the time. So very, very cool banner. Moving on, we have Light Liz's banner, the what's it called, the 3rd year anniversary banner. So something to take note about is that Trader Melly's banner, other than the festivals, these characters were all level 80 6-star awakening, by the way. They didn't actually make note of this in the patch notes with this like little thing here, but they do make note about it on the Light Liz banner, where every character is level 80, but this banner did not have 6-star awakening on the characters. They just had level 80, but it was still really good. If we look at Light Liz's banner, it had brand new Light Liz, it had Trader Melly, King, Margaret, the one Escanor, Purgatory Bond. Such a good festival lineup, bro. Margaret on the banner with these guys, like, oh, it was so good. Probably best festival lineup at the time. And then we also had Green Sariel's first rerun, I think, on a banner. That wasn't like, you know, just the SSR tickets. Jormungand and Miguelda, so both of the Demonic Beast characters as well. Green Escanor was an L. Red Sariel was good though. Brunhild was good. Scotty was really good at the time too, and she still is good to this day. Ragnarok Bond's first main rerun, I think. Sigurd, Excalibur Arthur, Tarmiel. Like, bro, this is a good banner. Like, there's some like really bad like picks. Like, I mean, like Red King in them. Like in this slot at the bottom here. Like these 6 characters here are pretty bad. But like everything above that, bro, such a W banner, man. Light Liz's banner is really, really good. But yeah, moving on, we have Ominous Nebula Zeldris' banner. This is a banner that people actually decided, like, oh, should I summon on this banner, bro? It's actually kind of cracked. Like, at the time when it released, like, look what we got. We got Ominous Nebula Zeldris, Red Tarmiel's first ever rerun. We had Green Sariel, Red Danafor Liz, really good exclusive character. Christmas Lilia, I think she does not rerun often, so that's a really good time for her to rerun. Matrona is a really good character for the bird. Brunhild, obviously being really good. Jormungand and Miguelda. Awakened Easton, Mark II Valenti, and then the New Year's characters. Really, really good banner. I think this is like one of the better banners of this year, honestly, in terms of character releases. So yeah, I mean, this was really cool. For it being a non-festival banner, I think this banner and I think these two, this banner. Oh, spoiler alert. These 2 banners, right? So this one and this one, I think are the only non-festival banners I put on the list here. Because, you know, these are just so insane, man. Like this one being that you got guaranteed any of these 6 characters when you were pulling, and then you also got to pick any of them at the guarantee. Such a good banner. And then we also had the Ominous Nebula banner that had literally like all the best seasonals and all the best, like, you know, Red Tarmiel, Green Sariel. Oh my gosh, it was so good, man. Such a good banner. Moving on, we have Fest Merlin's banner. This was another good banner too because it did rerun Tarmiel again. We also had Festival Diane's first rerun. We had Hijack Gothra rerun again, and then the old Festival Merlin, Jormungand, Miguelda, Freyr first rerun, I think, as well. Summer Merlin on the banner, another exclusive character. Excalibur Arthur. This Meliodas was pretty exclusive at the time. Oslo and Hawk never really rerun. Same with the Elad as well. I think she was pretty. She hasn't really rerun at the time as well. Yeah, man, I mean, this banner was very good, like, for its time. I mean, I didn't really go too deep on Merlin. I think I did, like, 1 rotation or 2 rotations on this banner. But it was really good. So yeah, it's a pretty nice banner. I liked it. And then we move to the final banner on the list, guys, being the One Ultimates banner. This has to be the best banner we've had in Grand Cross, hands down. You wanna know why? It's because we had the best festival lineup we've ever had. Okay, Trader Melly, Light Liz, the One Ultimate, the One Escanor, Festival King, and Festival Diane. Best festival lineup we've ever had. Even compared to, like, you know, King's banner at the time being these 3 festival, like this was the best festival lineup they could have had at the time too. And then obviously this voted list was really good for its time. But like for this banner being out for when it was, like the One Ultimates banner, look at the filler we got here, guys. Like, look at this. Green Sariel, okay, W. Red Tarmiel, W. First rerun for Green Chandler, W. Jormungand and Miguelda, and Thonar too. Thonar's first rerun, I think. So you had all 3 Demonic Beast characters. You had all the best festivals in the game. You had Ominous Nebula and Chandler's first rerun. And then you also had Tarmiel and Green Sariel. And then a ton of other really good characters as well, like Scotty, Ragnarok Bond, Shin. you know, Green Mono, Death Pierce, Brunhild as well. Like, bro, such a good banner, man. I think this is one of the best banners we've probably ever had in Grand Cross. And in my opinion, after looking at all the banners, the top 2 banners, I'd say in my opinion, for their time period when they release, is Festival Kings banner and the One Ultimates banner. These are probably the best banners for their time, man. And then, like, you know, I guess honorable mentions would probably be like this one right here, or even like Ominous Nebulas. Like his was really good for its time too. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Was some of the better banners in Grand Cross? But in my opinion, I think the best banner will probably go to the One Ultimates, or we got original Small Wing Kings banner for its time, man. They were both such really good banners. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What was your favorite banner in Grand Cross history, and were you able, or were you like playing back then when they had like Lost Vein banner and like Goddess Liz banner? Let me know, man. I was playing at the time, so I got to experience all these banners in Grand Cross. So I'm curious to see what you guys have to say in the comments, and if you were able to participate in any of these festival draws, or even just like regular banners. So that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a good rest of your day.